It's K97.5, real hip hop and R&B. I am your girl Royalty Big T, not the little one. And today in the building, I got Durham native and special guest Alphonzo Phonz Terrell with me. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. Nice to be here.
It is great to have you here. Now you just flew in from LA. How was your travels?
It was good, smooth flight, but happy to be back in the bowl.
Okay.
This is deep roots, homegrown here. So very excited to be back for the holidays.
Thank you for coming. Now, you are the creator of new social platform Spill. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, spill the tea. I mean, you got to know about this, Rosie. You
All the
got
tea.
to. I mean, we made it for you, clearly.
For sure.
So, spill for those that don't know, we like to call it visual conversation at the speed of culture. Think about it like grandma's barbecue back in your backyard, in your pocket, right? Like it's got all your friends, your family, everybody's coming together, talking about what's going on in the culture in real time. We've got ways to connect with each other. We have what's called a tea party, which is perfect
Hey.
for you, where it's like you can create an event inside the app. And people can come together and talk about, the latest sporting games, what's going on TV, or just, shoot the dozens. And one special thing that we just launched earlier this year is spades in
That's
the
dope.
app. So if you've never learned how to play spades, we got you, right? We got you. That was a big requested feature, but you can also play together, connect with your friends and fam, and just have a blast. So that's why we created it.
That is so dope. And just a little fun fact about me, I'm going to put this out there again. I do not know how to play spades, okay? And
We
they
got
ate
to.
me up for not knowing how
We
to play
got to. We
spades.
got to. We got to.
So thank you for that. Now, can you tell me what inspired this app?
Yeah, so for those that don't know my background, I used to work at a place formerly known as Twitter. I
Mm.
don't know what it's called now. I call it Twitter because that's what it was called at the time. And I led the social media team there for a couple of years and saw, frankly, just how our communities, Black, Brown, Hispanic, queer communities, were getting treated on the platform, and thought it was just horrible, awful, and it needed to change because we are the sauce. We make these platforms cool. We give them the lexicon, the dances, the trends, everything, but then we get the most hate. So really, me and my co-founder, we had worked together at Twitter for some time. Right around the time that the new ownership changed, I won't get into
Mm-hmm.
all that.
Mm-hmm.
Right around that time, we felt like it was a great opportunity to bring something fresh into the social media space that really put us at the center. Everybody's welcome on Spill, but we really center the culture and the culture drivers, more importantly. And so it's a safer, much more rewarding, and just more enjoyable space for us to connect.
And that is really, really dope. We needed a new social platform. Let me
Hmm.
say that.
Hmm.
And also, I mean, you kind of already hinted on it, but after Elon Musk or Elon Muskin, why do you feel like it's important for us to have a safe social space?
Well, I think the truth is you can see that leadership matters at these platforms more than ever. You can't just be really good technically at building these platforms. You also have to be literate culturally. You got to know how this impacts people and actually care about people at the same time. So that's really the new paradigm that we're launching with Spill. We want to be excellent technically. You're going to come on the platform, feel the colors, the innovation. You can customize it, do things you can't do anywhere else. But also, we understand people, right? And ultimately, we want you to feel like you can just be yourself. You don't have to code switch. You don't have to duck racist. None of that, because we took care of that for you.
Okay, okay. Now, shortly after launching Spill, it
Hmm.
went viral. Were you expecting that?
You never know, right, with these types of things. You are operating on faith. You're saying, okay, we know there's a problem. We know we feel good about the solution that we're building. But it was amazing. Within 3 weeks of launching this last June, we just exploded. We went number one in the App Store. I think we might be the first Black owned app to ever go number one in the
Wow.
Apple App Store. And more importantly, people were connecting and enjoying it in the way that we had intended. And I think that that was the most powerful thing to see. Like, yeah, we built this for us and we showed up, right? And so when you go on Spill, you're going to see us thriving. And that's something I'm super, super proud of. So yeah, it's amazing.
And what would you say was the hardest part of developing Spill?
Well, hard to pick one. Hard to pick one thing. I mean, I think for folks who are new to technology and in our communities, we don't get a lot of opportunities to really build at this type of scale. We've been fortunate. We've raised over $5 million from top VCs in the venture capital world. But funding for Black founders in Silicon Valley is like a fraction of a percent. I think 1% of all venture capital goes to Black founders, right?
Wow.
So for us, we knew that this is a precious opportunity. We have a lot to overcome in terms of just proving that not only are we building something as, Black founders, but also we're building for our communities. And sometimes people don't value that the same way we do. So it's been a lot of helping people understand that our communities are valuable. And I like to use the metaphor of when you go into a jewelry store, right? If you see a rare diamond, are you going to pay less for that diamond? Or are you going to pay more? We
Ooh.
say you pay more, and that's why Spill, I think, has begun to thrive, not just with people joining the platform, but we're also starting to make some money too. We got some
Okay.
advertising on here. Y'all know about that over here, so we're really proud of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you kind of answered my next
Mm.
question, but I'm still gonna ask it anyway. As I heard you talking, one of the things I was curious about was the marketing. When you went in to pitch Spill,
Mm.
especially it being Black owned, it's a new social media platform. What was important for you to get across for those people that were willing to put some money towards it?
Well, I think first it's about, when you're doing a startup of any kind, right? It's about problem and solution, right? So let's talk about the problem, right? Like hate speech towards our communities, just looking at the statistics, right? Black folks, Hispanic folks, and Asian Americans actually get the most hate out of any communities in this country. And at the same time, we are the fastest growing communities
Wow.
in this country. So you have a huge market opportunity, and brands spend $45 billion a year trying to reach us. And so you have this, unique situation where there's all this money that's looking to reach us and all this BS, frankly, that we have to deal with on all these other platforms. Perfect time to start something new, and we are the team to do it. And so ultimately, me and my co-founder, again, we're not new to this. We've been in this game for a minute. We know how these big platforms work. So we said, hey, why don't we start from the ground up, build something fresh? And I think we've been able to prove thus far that there's really an appetite for this.
Okay, dope. If this was Shark Tank, I would have went with it too. I would have helped out. Um, Now, a more fun question about Spill. When you think about the Spill user, what do you picture?
Mm. I mean, royalty, you right in front of me.
There
I
we
mean,
go.
girl, you the blueprint right here.
There we go.
And truthfully, I think, let's talk about it. Black women, especially, when we were at Twitter, everybody's like, Black Twitter, Black Twitter, Black Twitter. Well, Black Twitter is really driven by Black women, and especially, Black women who are like young, hungry, trying to, better their lives, like tell their friends about what are the products that we can use to make our lives better. My hair, my, you know, education, resources, where to get the jobs, like all of that. And so
Well,
we were like, okay, let's build really specifically, especially for Black women who often don't get built for, especially in technology, and really grow out from there. Because listen, when y'all say y'all gonna do something, it moves. I mean, we've seen it, on a number of different levels throughout the culture. So we started there. But again, Spill's open to everyone. I want to make that clear. But we are really centering and focusing on, people who don't usually get that attention, in tech.
I love that. I love that so much. Now, where do you see Spill going in the next 5 years?
Talk about it. Talk about it. To the
Hmm.
moon. To the
Okay,
moon. We going up.
manifest it.
No. But in all sincerity, I think we really see that the trends that the reason we started Spill, we began this journey almost 2 years ago. I was laid off from Twitter almost 2 years ago to the day. And so at that time, all the hate speech and everything that we were looking at was pretty bad. 2 years later, today, it is incredibly worse. Like
Hmm.
it's gotten so much worse. And so we see the necessity of our platform, continuing to just grow in relevance over the next 5 years and frankly over the next 10 to 15. So I see us becoming an essential place, whether you just, you're a freshman at, high school or college and you're like, I need to go find my people, go to Spill. Whether you're at business, running a business, you're running a marketing department or something, and I need to reach the community in a way where they're going to feel really receptive to my message, we go to Spill. And so we're going to become essential and essential and essential and essential as we continue to evolve. And we're also going to expand the things that you can do on Spill. One of the things that I also wanted to do beyond just safety was to credit and reward our community for our creative contributions to social.
Yes,
Like
please.
we've heard about the Jelaya Harmon story on TikTok and all of that, where, she came up with these great dances, and then somebody else is on Jimmy Fallon
Yep, getting
performing
credit.
it, not giving her credit. So we're building some technology that's going to credit you automatically for what you create on spill, and then building a system where you can get rewarded for that as well. So that's coming in the next 2 years, and I think that's really going to help accelerate our growth and our utility for everyone.
Well, Phonz, I'm telling you, this is a phenomenal app with a phenomenal purpose behind it. Can you please let our listeners know how they can tap in with Spill?
Yes, yes. Please go to www.realeasyspill.com, SPILL. Download us. We are Apple, iPhone, Android, whatever you want. We are there. Get on there, tap in with me at Phonz, Phonz. I want to hear from y'all, especially from the Bull, especially from the Triangle. Let me know you're in the building. And, K97.5 on there too, representing heavily. So tap in with them as well.
All right, you heard it here first. That is Phonz Terrell in the building, creator of Spill. Make sure you'll go tap in. It's K97.5.